Kumite rules at Stafford Shotokan Karate are quite simple. There's 3 rules mainly to follow. First of all, it's semi-contact. Each match lasts between 2 to 4 minutes maximum, and we only need 1 point to win the match, unlike some other clubs that use a 3-point tier system. So let's have a look at the legal target areas for Kumite. So starting with the head, we have the nose, the chin, and either side of the temple. Moving on to the body, we have the solar plexus, and we can also strike to either side of the neck. We also have the groin with a lot of focus. We then have either side of the body striking into the floating ribs, and then in reverse you can strike either side of the kidneys. Moving on to the illegal target areas, we have the eyes and the throat. The groin would be classed as an illegal contact if it's excessive force. We then, moving on from the groin, have the knees at the front. Contact to them is not allowed. On the back of the body, we have the top of the head. We have the base of the neck that joins the spine itself, the back of the knees, and then finally the armpit going straight in. These will all be classed as illegal. Scoring points. Waza Ari. Half point. A half point is scored when either a punch or a strike has made contact to the body or the head, or any kick has made contact to the body. Demonstrated here, you can see Yakuzuki, which is the reverse punch, Oizuki front punch, Kizamazuki jab punch. We also have Chudamaigeri as an example here of a kick. You can also use Uraken, back fist to the head or the body, and finally you can also use Haito, which is ridge hand, to the body or the head as well. Any of these will score you half a point. Scoring points. Ippon, or 1 full point. Ippon will be awarded for any kick that is correctly focused to the head. Ippon will also be awarded for any sweep or takedown followed by a punch or kick to your opponent on the floor. Ippon will not be awarded for any sweep or takedown to your opponent without a finish, or any sweep or takedown to your opponent who then is able to get back up to their feet. This will not count as a full point. Officiating a match. First of all, the referee will step onto the fighting arena. He will bow and then invite the 2 fighters onto the mat. Once in the centre of the arena, he will ask them to bow to himself. They will then turn and face each other, and once again bow. They will go into ready stance, and he will have a quick word to make sure he's happy with the positions, they know the roles, and the fingers are closed. Once he's happy, he will then prepare them to fight, and the fight will then begin. Awarding points. The following is just a quick exercise to show how points are awarded. Once the fight begins and the referee sees a point, he will stop the match, calling mate or yame. The fighters will go back to the centre. It will demonstrate who's scored the point and what type of point it is. If it's a half a point, they will continue, and he will start the match again until somebody else gets a point or 4 points awarded. If both people have scored half a point, or waza ari, as you can see here, this will be a tied score and doten will be called before completing the final match. At this point, whoever scores the final point will be determined the winner. Injury etiquette. If one competitor has been injured due to a kick or punch that's landed too hard, the referee will stop the match and ask one fighter to turn and kneel while the injured competitor is checked upon. If blood has been drawn or there is an injury to the competitor, the match will end in a disqualification. If the competitor is okay and they're happy to continue, the match will carry on. In this case, the player has been disqualified, resulting in the injured fighter being declared the winner. Match outcomes. There are 4 possibilities that could happen with a match. First of all, a winner is decided. The second outcome will be that the match ends in a draw with nobody being declared the winner. The third outcome is that one fighter has been disqualified, resulting in the other fighter winning. And the final outcome is that both fighters have been disqualified, therefore this would result in a no contest. Referee signals. Showman Nirai, bow to the front. Otaga Nirai, bow to each other. Yoi, ready position. Suzukate, prepare to fight or continue. Mate, Yame, Hajime, begin, stop, finish. Waza Ari, half a point. Ippon, 1 point. Awazeti Ippon, 2 half points, making 1 point. Doten, tied score. Doji Uchi, Iuchi, simultaneous strike. Hantikachi, winning decision. Hikiwaki, draw. Hansokawaza, Shikaku, disqualification for one fighter. Hansokawaza, Shikaku, disqualification for both fighters, no contest. Warnings. Chewy. First Chewy warning is low height. This can be for either side representing a fighter. Chewy 2 is middle height. Again, left or right, depending where the fighter is or who it is. Chewy 3, the same, but this time head height, left or right. After the third Chewy, one player will then be disqualified.